Hello, everybody. Welcome back for episode 5 of my Hytale Let's Play. Last time we got started on the barn over here. We didn't get super far because we ran out of redwood. And actually, in between episodes, I ran off to the redwood forest and I got another like 640. So hopefully today we can get this barn finished up, try to get these horses wrangled and get them in some pens where they're a little safer and protected from these wolf guys. And then hopefully we can figure out how to like tame the horses and put saddles on them, because it would be really great to have some faster transportation. I'd also like to get some pens set up for the sheep, and then maybe try to get some cows and some pigs and some coops for a chicken. But I think coops are going to be waiting on farmer's bench upgrades. Yeah, that's tier 5. So we could probably upgrade this bench a couple times today. I think what I'm going to do right now is just try to plan out some pathing and some roads. Because like a path to the barn would be nice. Then we know what we're building around, and I can rip out all this cobblestone and put grass in. I'm going to spend a bit of time planning out the paths, and then once I've figured that out, I will come back and we can go from there. We are back. I dug up some path and I filled it in just with like some gravel and some mossy gravel. I think it looks pretty nice. It's very basic still. Just a nice little path that goes all the way to the barn. I also put in this little well here. I haven't filled it with water yet. But I thought that looks nice, and then maybe all of this could become farmland and we can plant like a bunch of wheat in here. Some walls would look probably really good. I wonder if I should actually maybe line the streets with cobblestone or something underneath these so that looks a little better. Something darker than cobblestone though. Maybe that slate cobble. But for now, I think I'd like to get this barn put up. So that's what I'm going to try to focus on right now. Let's try just 200 more planks. And I'm going to just build this guy up. Now, of course, it's going to hopefully be a little more interesting than just a big rectangle by the time I'm done with it. But for now, I feel like just getting those big shapes in is going to be super important to helping me just visualize it. This should be as tall as we want to go before we start tapering in for the roof. How does that look? That's looking pretty good. And then like this would be arched in. Maybe one more up. One more layer up like this. Actually, it doesn't even need to go that tall on the sides here. This can be a little lower. Let's try 3 blocks in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, even just this path I think looks really nice. It helps make the area look a little bit more intentional than just stuff. Do I have hardwood in here? Yeah. Get some hardwood planks. Because I think this is the kind of roof I want to use. Oh, it's too tall to jump up now. think my barn might be too wide. Maybe this outer wall needs to just come in one more. I don't know. Something in the proportion seems kind of off. Get some of these. Where'd those go? Yeah, maybe I built this barn too big. By like one block on each side. I'm gonna rip these out. And then I guess shrink the barn a little bit. But is that gonna be enough size inside then? Or should I just... I don't know. Building this barn is gonna be kind of tough. I'm still getting used to how building works in Hytale. It's, you know, obviously similar principles to Minecraft. But with different blocks and different pallets, like, there's just a lot more you can actually do, I think. And given that I already wasn't a spectacular builder in Minecraft, it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. I'm going to work on the barn a bit off camera. I'm going to try to just get this actually finished. I want to get it done. So we're going to cut to when it is in a more complete state. And yeah. Well, it's not quite done yet, but it's coming along a lot nicer. I think the shape of the roof is looking really good. I ended up trimming these side walls down to half slabs, so the roof sticks out a little bit more. I think that looks kind of nice. As far as like the inside here goes, I'm not really sure if that's going to be the final pattern. Maybe I'll tighten that up a little more. Try to put like a circle in the middle or something so there's a window. I'm not really sure. But I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. I don't really know if there's going to be enough room to keep much of anything in here either, to be honest. The horses are still kicking around. How much space do you actually need? Okay, so I could put some pens in. They're going to have to stick out in the middle a bit. That's okay, though. I'd like for this to be the horse barn. And then actually also what I wanted to do... Probably rip a lot of this out again. And then put like... Why can't I put it the way I want it? Like, that would have to go too. Like that. But I think the area's looking a lot nicer. Maybe I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and harvest the crops, put some water in the well. Right after I sleep for the night. Another thing that I did that I think I forgot to mention is I put the chef's stove up here. And then I made just like some vegetable skewers. They're a little bit better of a food source than just the wild meat and the berries. Because yeah, this is heals 10% and then health boost 2, stamina boost 2. And this is 5% and half the boost. Oh, kind of smoky in here today. Buckets. I still don't know if making an infinite water source is possible, but I'm going to fill up this well. I wouldn't mind a road through here as well. And in goes the water. Let's go get some more. Back again with more water. Let's top that up. No. I want it. No. No. Whoa. Maybe I'm gonna have to do like this. Okay, well, I guess I'll leave it like that for now. You can definitely tell it's supposed to be a well. Let's put a light path in here. That's fine. And I'll be mossy gravel. I'm going to see what I've got for darker stones too, and maybe try to put this wall in. And also, do I like the cobblestone or do I want like a brick? I don't know. We're going to find out. Because I got plenty of bricks here. Basalt cobble. I bet that'll look really good for the darker bit that I was thinking of. Now this redwood can go in here. All these chests are super disorganized already. That did not take me very long. Bricks, basalt cobble can also make walls. That's cool. I think I want this plain though. I'll show you what I'm thinking. Is that this basalt cobble is going to go in here. Yeah, that looks nice. Kind of darker, so it almost looks like shadows. I definitely prefer the cobblestone walls here. Okay, let's get this wall in. Gonna need some more already. Probably end up ripping out a lot of this. That's gonna be a big job though, so I'm kind of putting it off for now. Maybe I'll build another level up here. Yeah, this could make for some good view. Definitely I'll put something in up here. Probably flatten it out this way and make a little walkway down from this, because I want to put like a yard up here too. One thing at a time. If I try to do too much, I'll just get distracted and nothing will get done. For now, let's put in a nice little cobblestone wall. Just a little bit more. I ended up running out. I mean, I'm gonna need a lot more to finish this whole area, but this is gonna be a great start. This already looks so much nicer. Looks gross. Get that out of here. Whoa, the marble cobblestone looks nice too. Yeah, these looks nice. These looks nice. This looks nice. This could be a path. Come on. Need more gravel. I don't know if I'm in love with these stairs now, because they kind of clash with the color palette. Okay, next I'm thinking I want to fill this area with crops. Maybe fence. I'll put a fence next. What do I do for fences? Hardwood fence. Redwood fence. What do 10 of these look like? That's not the style of fence that I want to use. I'm sure that looks nice in some places, but I can't think of where I would want to use that right now. And just go back in here. Not redwood fences. So much redwood. Hardwood. Let's see what 10 of these look like. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer for what I want to use it for here. So, let's see. This is all gonna be wheat. Maybe like here. Let's get a gate. That looks nice. Jump over it, but that's not the point. go in the pen too? Go on. There you go. Okay. I don't know if this is actually going to keep animals in or not. I'm going to round this out a little more too. That looks better. We got a fence. We got some horses in the fence. Do you guys love me yet? Apparently no. They don't have any water in here yet. I can do that later. I'll do that later. I should harvest the farms again. Next thing I wanted to experiment with was those eternal wheat seeds. A wheat seed bag eternal. Like, what does that mean? It's not that I get infinite uses of wheat seeds. If I harvest this, is it just going to grow again? Is that what that means? Also, does this even need water next to it? Like, can I get some seeds? And just do this. If I water them, that's fine, right? I got the well. Because I'd love to just fill this like whole area in with wheat. I think that'll look really cool. It's growing. Okay. Well, I planted some wheat. Eventually, I think I'd like to fill this whole area with wheat, just because I think it'll look nice. I think I said that once already, though. Of course, out of blocks. Well, I think what I'd like to work on next is my upper terrace area here. I don't know what I want to build this retaining wall out of yet. But if I know that I want at least the edge of the wall to go there, then I can kind of plan this out a little better. Try to curve this off. How many did that go? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe like 3. And like this, I definitely know I want it to be grass. So I guess I probably should just make the grass blocks and do it now. That's fine, I'll do it later. One step at a time. First I gotta get the shape in. And, you know, there'll be like, probably not cobblestone wall, but there'll be some type of wall here. And then all the way around. The cobblestone wall just looks nice. Maybe I will use that. I think I do like the basalt cobble underneath it too, so maybe that's what I'll build the retaining wall out of, is basalt cobble. But that's still getting ahead of myself. I gotta just get this shape in first. Hopefully they just add grass spread in, and then I don't have to worry about ripping all of this out and replacing it with grass later. Okay, I finished up the little side terrace. Took a little nap because it was getting late. I think this is looking nice. There's going to be one more block along the outside that's going to like be the actual retaining wall. And then this wall will probably go all the way along that. The curve needs some work. Not very smoothed out. Maybe I'll just go 3 each time. Yeah, that's a little nicer. It looks nice from up here, but from down here it won't look super great at the moment. Yeah, it's just a floating slab of dirt. It's getting there. It's getting there. I think we've made pretty good progress already today. It'd be nice if we could get the barn finished up. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just harvest all this wheat, replant it so it's even bigger, and then probably call the episode there. But that's going to have to do it for today, I think. Unfortunately, I've just ran out of time for recording today. Next episode, we're getting this barn done for sure. I'll do some more hardwood gathering so we have the resources to make this roof, and then I'll figure out what I want to do on the side here, because I do want to stick it out a little bit more and give like the horses some area to roam on this side, which means I think the sheep are going to go on this side, sheep and cows and stuff, unless I want to do that for the horses on this side. I don't know. I'll figure that out next time though. In the meantime, I would just like to say thank you guys for watching, sticking along. If you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Anything, any type of engagement would help me out, really. It's by no means required. If you didn't like the video, but you watched the whole thing anyways, then thank you for sticking around. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow for Hytale episode 6. Bye!